Alright, time to race. Or maybe not. Sonic Racing CrossWorlds at the time of recording just finished its open network test, making everyone who participated in the closed network test feel less special. They also announced a free demo coming soon, so they're very eager to get people playing the game before it's even out. You gotta respect it. A lot has changed since the last network test, and it's beautiful.
Was there ever any doubt? Of course not!
Just beautiful. Right off the bat, you're hit with an opening cinematic that's really cool the first time, but should absolutely be skipped every other time because it's very long and for some reason automatically begins playing whenever you boot up the game. That's kinda weird. I understand doing it the first time, but come on. But onto the game itself, you can immediately see some changes. Like the fact that they gave us actual single-player content in the form of this one single cup. Wow. I mean, I understand that this is a beta and it's mostly focused on testing the online servers, but would it have killed them to add at least one more cup? I mean, the one cup you have has 3 stages that were already in the closed beta. Seems pretty pointless. At least it was cool to see how the cups work and the new rival system, which really gives some extra life to the game. I really appreciated that. But yeah, the main event is once again the online multiplayer, and when it works, it's really good. But I guess I should talk about the best addition to this beta before getting to the multiplayer. The Extreme Gear. Finally. I've been dying to play with the Extreme Gear ever since we were made aware that it was even gonna be in the game. And yeah, I love it. Functionally, it's not too different from every other vehicle. The only differences I noticed were the handling. It feels way nicer than the cars. The weight, meaning it's easier to kind of get bumped around when you get hit, and maybe the speed, but that might just be due to the dynamic camera setting, which you should absolutely enable, by the way. It makes the game feel so much nicer. But it didn't need many changes because I was sold on the idea purely because it looks cool. Sonic hoverboarding around is way more in character for him in my opinion, so the fact you can do that is more than enough to satisfy me, even if it doesn't control too differently. And this was my primary vehicle of choice during my time in the beta. It just feels very nice. Don't go into this expecting it to control like Sonic Riders, but again, it doesn't have to. This game already has a really fun gameplay style, and this just makes it feel a bit better. Nothing more, nothing less. Shadow, what the fuck are you doing? As for the multiplayer, the main attraction is the brand new stages, and oh, they are wonderful. I also really like this Eggman satellite in the background. Really nice Frontiers reference. Shadow, what do you think about people liking the video and subscribing to the channel?
Do it.
Welp, you heard him. There's a bunch of tracks from past Sonic games as well as completely new locations. My personal favorite being Colorful Mall. I wonder where they got that idea from. As expected, my favorite new tracks were the ones from Sonic Unleashed. Apotos was really... The hell happened there? Apotos was really refreshing to see. It's not a location you see too often outside of Unleashed. By which I mean it's a location you never see outside of Unleashed. Cool Edge and Dragon Road were also spectacular. Dragon Road especially had some of my favorite stage design in the game. Overall, we got a beautiful selection of tracks that left me pretty satisfied. That being said though, I do kind of find it a bummer that Kronos Island or some of the other tracks they've shown on YouTube weren't there. Kronos Island especially, I was really looking forward to that track. I guess they want to keep it a secret, make it this big thing. But then why advertise it on your channel? Whatever, it doesn't matter. They've also toned down the chaos a bit and changed up the item balancing, but I'm one of those people who actually really enjoyed the chaos in the closed network test, so I don't really care about that. Overall, I was really satisfied with this beta, but I gotta be honest. I'm not sure this is enough to keep me occupied for 3 whole days. I definitely started losing a bit of interest around the middle of day 2. But they thought about that too, and I proceeded to eat my words. Or thoughts. On day 3, they hosted the game's very first festival, and it immediately sucked me back into the game. This festival was an event based around Joker from Persona. I can die happy. Not only is this a great way to keep people playing, like it did for me, but Joker isn't the only focus of this festival, because they introduced an entire brand new game mode in the form of team races. And they are just incredible. Might even be my favorite way to play. No joke, I think I have more fun with these than the normal free-for-all races. In this mode, you're arranged into 3 teams, each with 4 players, and have to work together to build up the most points at the end of the race. Whichever team has the most points wins. You still have to try to win the race, of course, but now there's an extra layer of strategy in working together, because if you do well in the race but your team sucks, you won't win. Any offensive items you use won't affect your teammates, and bumping into them gives you a short speed boost. The hell do you mean unable to join? I was already there. You're also given special objectives to complete during the races, like collecting the most rings, doing the most tricks, or touching your teammates the most. Yeah. As you do these objectives, you build up this team meter, and once it's full, you and your teammates all get this massive speed boost and temporary invincibility. And this is so much fun. It seriously feels so good to work with your team, and it works so well with the core of the game. What the hell is happening? Hello? What kind of purgatory have I been trapped in? The nightmare's over. At the end of the race, whichever team did the most of the set objective gets 10 extra points, meaning that even if your team didn't get the best placements, you could still potentially win by doing the best in the objectives. And depending on your team's placement, you earn these festival points that give you special rewards, usually related to Persona, like special stickers or tags. It's really addicting. I couldn't stop playing it. Even though the festival was only going for 1 day, it felt like a majority of my playtime was spent here. The game I once kinda started to lose interest in managed to completely hook me back in and get me to love it even more than I did originally. If they keep doing these special events and festivals in the full game, then I think the future for this game is very, very bright. And we don't have to worry about this becoming the next Team Sonic Racing, where the game died only a few days after release. It really seems like they'll be doing everything they can to keep the game alive after release, and it's just nice to know that we're in good hands. Anyways, you know the drill. Next video is